Hello everybody and welcome to the Bowels of Retribution. My name is Mark and I have got 3 records to show you today. Something old, something new, something to make you spew. Welcome back, and we will start off this vinyl collection update video with some Finnish death metal. This album was originally released back in 1992 but has had a reissue at the end of 2024 by Svart Records, and it is the debut album by Disgrace, Grey Misery. Let me get the sleeve off so we can have a proper look at it. Yes, Grey Misery, Finnish death metal. Again, like I say, released in 92, so it is what you'd class as old school death metal now. I'm going to show you the bits inside before we talk about it, because multitasking isn't a thing I'm very good at. Lyric sheet inside with a picture of the band in the background and a few more band pics on that side with the bit of information. The vinyl is just a black wax, band logo on one label, track listing on the other. I have told you quite a few times in videos, Finnish death metal, I'm very late to the party with Finnish death metal, so as soon as I saw this reissue coming out, I was all over it. It was released in 92 originally, so it's got that perfect old school production sound. The guitars are abrasive and raw. Everything about it has got that sort of naive and youthful exuberance about it that makes that old school death metal sound so appealing to me, for one. It's got a real, if you know Cancer's To the Gory End, you know that it's a classic album in my ears. This album has kind of got that feel about it with the guitar tone. It's got that same aggressive and dirty, fizzy sort of guitar sound. In fact, the vocalist reminds me quite a lot of John Walker, actually, from Cancer, so I suppose that lends itself to having that feel. But this band dance with death doom at times, and they dance with grindcore. The drummer is absolutely superb. He can do the transition from death doom to that grindcore, blasting, quite a lot of blasting in there. Drums sound great. Even the drum sound and the production kind of lends itself to that grindcore feel as well. It's just a brilliant release, you know. And Finnish death metal, I just really can't get enough of it at the moment. But yeah, please check it out if you don't know this. This is a bit of a sort of a hidden gem for me. So when record labels like Svart are doing these reissues, I am a very, very happy metalhead. Disgrace and Grey Misery. We are going to stay in Scandinavia with this band. I'm going to take the sleeve off that already, get this off organised. This is a band from Sweden. Brand new release from 2025. This band's 3rd full-length release. And it is Disrupted with their new album Stinking Death. If you know Disrupted, all of their albums are some kind of death, whether it's a heavy death or a pure death. This is HM2 soaked death metal perfection in my ears. I love everything about this band. In fact, I've even used some of their riffs in my intros on videos in the past. Let me show you what's inside. There isn't a lot to show you, to be honest. I don't even think it's got an inner, because the thanks list, not the thanks list, the information's on the back here. I'm going to show you the vinyl. They class that as, I don't know if they called it Vomit Death or the variant, or Stinking Vomit Death. I can't remember what it was now, but it looks more like Infected Piss. Urinary tract infection variant. Let's go for that one. There's the centre labels. So Disrupted, their guitar sound, that HM2 pedal, is super overdriven, as thick as you can get, which I love. What I like about this band especially is they're a little bit different to the other Swedish HM2 soaked death metal bands, in that they don't rely a lot on D beats. Their sound is more of a pummeling, driving, bada 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 kind of drum pattern. It's fantastic. You know, a lot of the old school Swedish sounding bands, they've got like D beat, which, you know, it's brilliant, don't get me wrong, but these guys, it's what sets them apart a little bit for me. And also, you know, as with that sound, a lot of these bands, they mix that aggression and that melody that we all love so much. They mix it so well together. But these guys, with that melody, the melodic sort of sides to stuff, it's always dark. It's always creepy sounding. There's no moments that almost make it sort of epic or anything like that. It's just creepy and eerie, and sort of wrung out notes over the riffing. The vocalist is superb. He has got that brilliant growl, that almost sort of like a crackling growl, so aggressive. But I just love this band, cannot get enough of them. And it's great to see a new album from them. This was released on the Trust No One recordings, like I say, in 2025. Please check it out. Disrupted from Sweden, and their newest album, Stinking Death. And last but not least, and this is something to make you spew, as I mentioned in my intro, this is a friend of mine's band, Evan, from Chest Crush. This is another project of his. He's based up in Scotland. One of the greatest, is greatest the word? I don't know. One of the best scenes in death metal going at the moment, especially in the UK. The Scottish scene, I affectionately refer to it as the deep fried death metal. I'm not sure if that upsets some of the Scottish lads, but I like it, so I'm going with it. They'll have to put up with it. But anyway, let me show you this. This is the debut full length from Caustic Phlegm, Purulent Apocalypse, put out 2025 on Hell's Headbangers. Look at that logo. Right, so let me get it out of this. The hype sticker, let me just read that quick before I put it away. Utterly crushing and sick gore grind perversity. Hammering to many mid-tempos, this caveman puts a darker twist of the genre. Heaviest tone of the year. So I will show you what's going on first before we talk about it. First off, look at that artwork though. That is spectacular, isn't it? Logo, artwork, just fantastic. The inner there's Evan, looking very young, I must say. Lyrics on the other side. The artwork, by the way, is by Gory Corey Torn Limbs. What a brilliant name. just black wax. I know there's a mega splatter variant, but I went for the black wax. Only 100 made of that, but the other variant was crazy, ridiculous. So, if you know Evan's other projects, his main projects, Chest Crush, this band's are nothing like that whatsoever. Chest Crush are a more blackened, dissonant sort of death metal band. This project, Caustic Phlegm, is... I don't think... I mean, Chest Crush are a heavy, heavy band, but this is seriously heavy. The guitar tone is so overdriven, it's almost overbearing at times. In fact, this is probably one of the heaviest albums I've listened to in ages. When I first started getting into extreme metal, I was looking for music that made me feel uneasy and knocked me back a little bit. Now I've been listening to extreme music for 30 years. There's not many albums do that. This album does that. Vocally, he sounds like he's sliced his throat open and he's got the mic and he's singing through an open wound, the blood gargling in his vocal cords. The drumming, it's programmed drums. Evan does everything by himself, and he has got this ping to the snare drum that, with the hype sticker, lends it, I suppose, to that grindcore. Like I mentioned before with the Disgrace album, it gives it that grindcore feel. But this I don't class Caustic Phlegm as a grindcore band in the slightest. They are far too full of meaty, chuggy, dirty riffs. There's a lot going on. The music, I mean, this artwork perfectly encapsulates the music. There's a lot going on, and it is colourful, but it's colourful in a disgusting way. It's an absolute brilliant, brilliant release. It's the way Evan's done it, and he did it with his demo, and he recorded it like it was meant to sound like it was an old demo tape that had been played and played and played and was worn out and slowed down a little bit and sped up a little bit. It's got that going on here, not so much in the music, but there's little interludes in between, really creepy sort of I suppose like an old score from a horror movie, and there's just this feel to it that it's like an uneasy feeling. It's really hard to convey really without you hearing it, but I think if you listen to this, which you should please check it out, you'll understand what I mean. There's an uneasiness and an overwhelming feeling to the whole thing, and it is just fantastic. Absolutely love it. So I hope I've done a decent job of explaining that. I'm sure Evan will let me know if I haven't, but congratulations, Evan. What a superb release. And I will be showing another one of Evan's releases in a future video. Chest Crush. He has been a busy man. He's got a new album out by his other project, Chest Crush. Easy for me to say. In the background, we are listening to what Discogs random player picked out for me. Kreator's Coma of Souls from 1990, I want to say, off the top of my head. Bit of classic German thrash metal. Cassette version. I always like the Discogs randomizer, because if I never know what to play, give my phone a little shake and it picks something out for me, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what's playing in the background. Please do check out Svart's reissue of Disgrace, the new Disrupted and the new Caustic Phlegm. Look at that artwork. And look at that logo. Fantastic. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. It is always appreciated. I will be back again soon with another video. Until then, take care. Bye for now.